Welcome back, guys. It's the Tightwaddiy, and today I'm planting some encore azaleas. Encore means that they bloom twice a year. What I've already done is I've dug a hole in the ground that's about as deep as the container and twice as wide. This is going to give the roots somewhere to go once it starts spreading. So the first thing I always like to do is put a nice bed of some kind of soil amendment, preferably a pine derivative, and I'm going to mix in some of the natural dirt with it. So this is going to give a nice permeable bed for water and for the plant to sit on, so that if the roots want to grow down at all, they can. My soil up here is pretty rocky and it has a lot of clay in it, so I'm going to need a lot of soil amendments in this area. The next thing you want to do is set your azalea in the hole, and with azaleas you actually want some of the root ball exposed. So if you lay your shovel flat across the hole, your root ball should be at the top of your shovel handle. So I need a little bit more dirt in here for the plant to sit on. So you can see it's now even with the top of my shovel, meaning it's going to be planted at a good depth. So I'm going to start adding soil amendments again, putting in this soil conditioner, and I'm probably going 70% soil conditioner and about 30% natural soil because the soil is so poor in this area. So now I'm going to bring in a little bit of the natural dirt here and work it in. Azalea roots grow in the top 2 to 3 inches of soil. So you want to make sure top layers of soil are prepared really well for it to give it the best chance of retaining moisture and being soft enough that the roots can develop. Since I'm on a hill, I'm going to pack in some of this natural dirt on the backside, and then I'm just going to step around it, not pushing down a lot, but just making sure there's no big air pockets in there. And then if you have some, the top layer is great to add peat moss to. If you want to, you could use peat moss to replace that soil amendment we were using. And I'm going to bring some of this natural clay in on the very top because the peat moss is so fluffy that it'll just wash away whenever I water it. All right, so you can see my root ball is exposed about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and then you'll come in with a mulch. I'm just going to pull some of this old pine straw in and put it around it up to the level of the root ball, but you still want the top of the root ball exposed. Now I'm going to take all this extra soil, again, since we're on a hill, I'm going to kind of make a dam back here so that as water comes down, it doesn't just wash right away. Then the last thing you need to do is make sure you water not only right around the plant, but the area around it about 2 feet away as well. Because if you just water right around the plant, when it's dry, it's going to leach and steal the water from around it for other things. And we really want it all focused on the plant. Here's a look at the finished product. I put 3 azaleas here. That's the white one that's a little bit bigger. And this one has actually started blooming. They've been in the ground for about 4 weeks. I have 3 more on that side over there. But if you plant these in the fall, you don't need to water them as much, and you shouldn't fertilize them. Whenever the growing season starts, you can come back with a fertilizer specifically for azaleas because they don't need the same nutrients that other plants need. If you planted these in the spring or summer, I would have pruned back the top 2 or 3 inches of all of the plants so that the roots would have time to develop instead of focusing on growth. But since I planted them in the fall, I was able to leave them as is. This is going to allow them to establish their root systems over the winter and be ready for the growing season in the spring. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. It'd be awesome if you'd click that logo in the bottom left-hand corner to subscribe to my channel, and maybe even check out one of my other videos shown on the right. As always, I hope you guys have a great day.